I am struggling. Yes! Yes! It's freaking stoked, mate. Stoked. Gung-ho, ready to go. Yo! G'day everyone, it is Monday, and today's video is for all of you people who are following my health and fitness journey, who are feeling inspired and motivated by all my activity, and sometimes you're sort of struggling to do your own. Today, as you can probably tell by my breathing, I am struggling. So I'm not sure how much filming I'll do, and I apologise in advance if the huffing and puffing just gets too noisy. Just skip ahead. So so as I say, it's Monday. Now last week was a very low gym week. Monday, I can't remember. Monday, last Monday, as you know, my gym plan is to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm trying to stick to that. And last Monday I didn't do it because we are renovating a couple of rooms, and last Monday I wanted to stay home and just get a really good start on it. So, and that's fair. I mean, that's fine. Sometimes things happen. I'm going to have to turn this off. I don't want to be talking. We're on that pathway that they are upgrading, and there's a whole bunch of tradies up here sitting by their truck having smoko, and I don't want to walk past them while I'm filming. So that was easy. I just said to them, God, is it smoko already? Is it that time? What time do you start? And they go, early. I love blokes, you know. Blokes are easy. And I think now that I'm older, they tend, especially when you get them in a group, right? What was that? I think there were 4 or 5 of them sitting back there having smoko, and they'd laugh and have a chat. And I think it's because I'm older, you get treated with a bit more respect, and that's really nice. But you know, there's blokes in general. I like blokes. Anywho, now I'm approaching that difficult bit. Let me just spin the camera around. I'm approaching this difficult little bit of hill. I've got my walking stick. My walking stick is earning its income today because I'm needing it. And yeah, so I was talking about last week. Wednesday I went to the gym. Thursday, I don't even remember what I did Thursday. And Friday, I just didn't feel like going to the gym. As simple as that. I often talk about having to make that call in the morning. Do I go to the gym or do I not go to the gym? And Friday I made the call to not go. But instead, I went out for a walk with Lynn. We went to the park. And if you haven't seen the video that we made at the park, go and watch it, because we had so much fun. And I was a bit exhausted after that and a bit sore, but it was definitely worth it. So this week, I really want to stick to getting to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a busy little pathway. So this morning when I woke up and I wasn't feeling great, I went, oh, this is tough shit, Karen. You've got to go. Because as soon as you stop going, it becomes easy to not go the next time. Plus, you know, here's the thing. I know that going to the gym, and it doesn't have to be the gym, it can be any sort of exercise, but physical movement, it's going to make me feel better. The walk to the gym is relaxing and nice. Here we go, this is where we've just walked. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but it's steeper than you really think. So yes, I know that the walk is a nice walk. Being out in the sun and the fresh air is good for me. It's going to make me feel good. and the doing weights at the gym. Weights are very good for getting the muscles warmed up and supple, and it will really help with my pain. But getting there is the battle. And what was my favourite bit of advice in one of my videos? Don't think about how hard it's going to be doing it. Think about how good you're going to be at the end of it. And that's what I'm doing. Thinking about how good I'm going to be at the end of it. So I am about halfway. There's been quite a lot of people here this morning walking along this pathway. It's a Monday. Everyone's full of beans on a Monday. Oh, I thought it was something interesting in the bushes. It was just a leaf catching the sun, and it looked like a little yellow box. I thought, what's a little yellow box doing on the grass? So I'm just idly chatting away while I'm walking. I'll have to turn the camera off again in a minute because I'm approaching another section of workmen. There's one of them down there. This will be ongoing for a while. Bit of noise and activity happening. I wonder what's going on. Oh, I can see a big truck in the distance. He must be pouring out some gravel or something. So the progress in the room we're renovating, it's moving along nicely. Last night I was down on the ground. Oh, what's happening? Big truck going past. Last night I was down on the floor. I did all the cutting in, painted all the skirting boards, the window frame, kind of did all the up top bits. And then after I'd sort of quit for a while, I heard him up there. I think he's definitely done the first coat on the walls. The walls are going to need 3 coats because we're doing a lighter colour over a darker colour. But it's going to look so amazing when it's done. The carpet goes in on Thursday. We'll have it ready by then, no problem. So that's pretty exciting. And start putting the room back together, and then start gutting the next room to do the same thing there. So this afternoon I need to do the second coat on all the trims, and then hopefully tonight I'll get that 3rd coat done. And that'll, wouldn't surprise me if he's got it finished by the time I get up tomorrow morning. See this face? This is the face of a person who really didn't want to go to the gym and has just finished our epic workout and then decided to walk home up the hill way. I went, oh, I'm not going to go up the hill. I'm going to go just round the way I came because it's flatter. And I took about 6 paces and I went, I can't do it. I normally walk home up the hill. If I don't do it today, I was letting myself down. So I turned around and walked up the hill. Yes! Oh! Except I'm going to have to stop and put my hat on because it's very hot, it's very sunny, and my hair is very long. So I will say that today I was surprised. I was surprised at just how much I did when I got there, because the first thing I did was jump on the bike. I haven't been on the bike for ages, and I've been walking to the gym, so I haven't been doing like treadmill or bike or cross trainer. But today I didn't feel like jumping on the weights machine straight away because I wasn't feeling great. I'm just going to sit on the bike for a while and push the wheel around a little bit. So I did that, And it got, after a little while, started to feel really good. And, you know, I almost laughed out loud because, you know, in a recent video I did my 5 tips to keep you going after you've started your fitness routine and you get to that point where it's hard to keep going. And one of those tips was to just go, give it 15 minutes, because it takes, you know, 10 to 15 minutes for the endorphins to start kicking in. Well, I'm sitting there pushing the wheel around on the bike and I started to feel a bit better, and I looked up at the time, and, you know, it was 10 and a half minutes. And I almost laughed out loud. I went, that's just what you need to see, what you need to know, because it really does work. So once that hit, and I just kept going, it got better from there, and I ended up doing 30 minutes on the bike, which I was amazed at. Normally I'll start at about level 8 and I can work up to level 10. Today I started on level 7 and I slowly went up to level 8. At one point I thought, what's going on here? This feels really hard. And I don't know how, but I'd managed to bump the button and I'd gone up to level 9. So I stayed on level 9 for a while. So that was fantastic. And then I went and I did a couple of sets on some of my favourite machines. And then I went and did some deadlifts and some planks and some, you know, strong work in the big room. There's too many people around. We're not allowed to film on the gym floor. I couldn't even catch any snaps today. It was just too many people around. I did see the model lady, you know, the lady that's got a really tall drink bottle that matches her really tall body, and I've got a little short fat drink bottle to match my little short fat body. So I saw her, and I got to the point where I went, okay, that's enough, I'm done. And I had a look at my Fitbit app on my phone, and it told me that I haven't been reaching my goals lately, because it's a bit hard to explain, but it's not important to understand it. It's just, I haven't been reaching my goals lately. I had a certain level I had to reach today to keep my goals going, and I was really close to it, and I went, oh, I'm so close, I've got to finish it. So I went back out to the floor and I jumped on the step machine for 5 minutes, and yay, I'm really happy, because I just needed that little extra bit to boost up my cardio to reach my designated goal for today. So, and then, as I said before, to leave and come home by walking up the hill, not just taking the easy way out and sticking to the flat road. I was freaking stoked, mate, stoked. So that was my morning at the gym, that I wasn't keen on going, and then I did it, and I did it really well, thank you very much. I did really well. So when I get home today, which will be in about 10 minutes from this point on the road, I'll make a drink and a snack and spend some time with Lucy and Stephen. Lucy will probably want to go out for a walk, and Stephen will definitely want to come out of his tank, because when I left it was still quite cold. It was only 13 degrees when I left home this morning. Lucy was on the bed with the electric blanket turned on, and Stephen was still in his tank with his heat light on, keeping him warm. So now, I don't know what the time is, I think it's maybe 11:30-ish. I can't see a clock. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. Oh, 11:46. Gee whiz, I must have spent a lot longer there than I thought, because I left at 9:15. 9:15. Holy moly. No wonder I'm stuffed. I spent ages there. Like, I'll have to work that out. Yeah, Stephen will be pacing, desperate to get out of his tank and have a run around. So that's what I'll be doing for the next couple of hours. Just household stuff. Then I'll do that painting. And yeah, it's about my day. Bit of a quick one today, nothing exciting. I really just wanted to check in with you and show that, you know, I'm not always gung-ho and ready to go. Yo. Yo. But some days it's just hard. But if you make yourself get up and go, it's usually worth it and you usually love it. It's just knowing, making that call, as I always say, knowing when to go and when to give your body that rest. That after a low week last week, I knew I had to get to the gym today. Because they say, never miss a Monday and never miss more than 2 days in a row. I think that's what they say. At the end of the day, you say whatever it takes to keep you going, because you know what works for you. So yeah, if you haven't already, check out my tips on how to get you started on your routine and how to keep you going once you've started, because they really definitely work for me, absolutely. Today was proof of that. I'm about to cross the road. I'm going to spend the last 10 minutes of my walk listening to some music and enjoy the rest of my day. I will see you again very soon, and probably the next time you see the back room, it'll be finished. Walls painted, carpet in, looking amazing. I'll see you then. Bye.